And we're back with another episode of Let's Play PC Building Simulator, the IT expansion. I'm your host, here, RPG Guy. Let's make it a brand new day so we can get some fat freaking stacks, because you guys know that that's coming. Well, VR client meetings might not have been too successful. Apparently, I wasn't the only person whose client threw up, but it did introduce me to amazing new experiences. Thanks for helping me along the way. I'm a convert for sure. I'll send you a little something. Maybe we could play together sometime. The VR mode is mind-blowing. Just make sure you've got a bucket nearby, okay? Sim Ellison. Well, thanks, Sim. We'll do the rigs stuff first, but we should have... Boom! Strike Back Go Physical Edition. Because owning a physical copy of something now is considered taboo for some weird reason. And then people turn around and complain that they don't actually own their games and stuff anymore. It's ridiculous. Okay. All right, let's take a look here. It's a $1,300 rig. So yeah, look at that. We made $2,000 off of that. So we will accept. And that, I don't know if we beefed up or not. What's the power supply in there? Not 5500E. No, that's the motherboard. 750. It didn't even have a really good power supply to jack the performance up. So it made about $1,000 there. Made some money there. So you can see our profit, how much we're actually making, which some of these numbers are really good. So these are still the old computers, because they're all Colink. Look at that. Boom shakalaka. All right, now we're in the be quiet. So we made $3,000 off of this dinky little thing with a Ryzen quad core. Can you believe that? And a 750 watts. So that's, yeah, us fiddling with the performance is really good. Because yeah, there's another 2,000 for only one of the 1,000 builds. Here's another 2,500. So yeah, we can make some pretty good money. Here's 4,000. 4,000. Almost $3,000 in profit. Boop. And then here's this guy at 33.47. So yeah. Get up off that thing. We just made some serious fat stacks, y'all. The fattest of stacks. And we are now at 121,000. And we were just under 90K. So we made almost $30,000. Well, I'd say we did make $30,000 off those computers. Woo! Alright. Okay, let's read some of this. Why not me? I saw Inti the other day. I was going over to say hi, but they were talking to Keith from sales. They don't work together or anything. I guess they met at the lunch party. Oh god, do you think that they're a thing? I'm not normally one to pass judgment on other people's relationships, but Keith? This is a man who wears cargo pants, because he thinks the extra pockets make him look adventurous. And just to rub salt in the wound, it was my party and my stupid necklace idea that introduced them. Woof. Shut up, Leia. Work harder at it. Played SB Go with Dad for 5 hours yesterday, just like old times. We're both really bad. Negative KD ratio, LOL. But it doesn't matter because we're talking and having fun, so it's so good. Seriously, you knocked it out of the park, and I'm so grateful you didn't give up on me. We had a rough start, LOL, but it was 100% my bad. So yeah, thanks for everything, and I think we all learned a valuable lesson here. Computers are cool. Sure. With the new equipment up and running, the Lunar office is thriving. It seems I've really found my niche up here, and that's terrible. I don't want this to be my niche. I hate it here. But Irritech, I have already extended my contract for the next 5 years, so I'm stuck. I could quit, but then what? Not like I can walk home from here. On one hand, the views are beautiful and the pay is good. On the other hand, I just found out our last supply shipment was short 36 kilograms of food because one of the NASA boys thought it'd be funny to swap it for a crate of whoopee cushions. Maybe I just need a nice long holiday. I hear the Sea of Tranquility is lovely this time of year. I don't even want to think about how stupid that is. Hi all. First off, thanks everyone who bought I Killed a Man. It sold way more copies than I thought it was gonna, and even some of the proper book review places have written about it. Absolute rot. the new Roman. Everything about this book offends me on a deeply personal level. The Defender. This is exactly what's wrong with society today. The Telegram. It ain't all positive, but I guess not everyone gets my style, and that sales numbers don't lie. Sales numbers don't lie. So to keep my new fans happy, I've written a sequel. I Killed a Man Too. When his ex-partner is crushed to death by a mysterious orange computer, Detective Frank Stubble is pulled out of second retirement to investigate. It's got thrills, it's got spills, it's got a badger with a flamethrower. Available now online, or just come down to HR because I got a bunch of hardbacks delivered and I can't reach my desk until I sell some. Oh, God. That's just ridiculous. Willow Varus. And this is interesting. We know you've been in frequent contact with Guy Reelman, so I wanted to give you a quick heads up. Unfortunately, Guy has been a victim of another incident. It seems Quentin Chen publicly shamed him for eating all the sweets in the break room candy bowls. Mr. Reelman has explained to me that he has a fast metabolism like a superhero, and needs large amounts of sugar to keep his energy levels up, particularly as he French kisses a lot of girls in his free time. I'm sure you'll agree it's a completely valid reason. I'm frankly mortified that he had to explain himself at all. Quentin's been placed on administrative leave until he completes an advanced workplace behavior course, but we're running damage limitation pretty hard on this one. We can't afford for any of this to go public, especially after the incident last year when our corporate mascot, Erie the Iguana, was caught shaking down school kids for their lunch money. What? What? I'd really appreciate a heads up if you hear about Guy encountering any further difficulties. Willow Varus. See, this is the problem, though, is there's clearly something wrong, and it's not being addressed. But how do you address it? If those are really kids, it's weird. This rig needs water cooling set up on the CPU, and the owner specifically asked me for red coolant. Is that a thing? They also mentioned that things are getting a bit slow. Maybe you can reformat the drive with E-rays. Should sort it out. Okay. Hi, mate. My boss told me I have to stop working on the audit, so I think we've pretty much solved that budget deficit thing over here. Sounds good to me. It gives me time to finish watching those computer repair tutorials. Fortunately, a colleague just asked me if I could help him get some water cooling, and I think that's one I haven't got to yet. Typical. But that's the life of an IT technician. Am I right? Haha. No. Just shut up. I hate you. With the fire of 1,000 suns, I hate you. Okay, so this guy wants a CP cooling for his CPU. Let's see the layout here. We can put the radiator probably over here. So that's pretty straightforward. Budget 680. And go here. Radiators. Boom. Reservoirs. Probably might have to fiddle with that. But we'll go with the ones that usually tend to work. And the CPU block, just a regular Intel, so bam. That should be it. Put that there, and that there. All right, we'll get that going in due course, of course. All right, who's next? Walter Cooler. Walt Cooler here, company therapist. I see you've yet to cross my couch, which can only be a good sign. I'm a little worried that one of my patients might be thinking of stealing from me. Could you install data mine so I can take an inventory of everything in my office? I'd also like Capital so I could set up my webcam as a security camera. Better safe than sorry. I've seen the way he looks at my couch. I'm away at a conference right now, but feel free to sign on over to my office and sort everything out when you can. I'd also appreciate your help in running a disk optimizer if you have the time. We can do that. It's a little slow when I pull clients' files, and I really don't want these people in my office for longer than absolutely necessary. Something about my line of work always brings out the oddballs. I should really say client therapist, confidentiality, and all that, but it's nerd modern. He's a junior data analysis and sales and marketing. Do you know him? Ned Morden. I'm sorry. Jeez, Ned Morden. He's a junior data analysis and sales and marketing. Do you know him? I'd give him a wide berth if I were you. The way he kept looking around my office, it was like he was casing the joint. It was almost enough to make me start nailing things down just in case. I'm telling you, he is messed up. Usually I just tell them to snap out of it and give them a motivational poster, but I might actually have to crack the spine on a textbook for this one. Okay, so pretty standard stuff, but we need to make sure that he can run these two programs, plus he needs a disk fingering, as I would call it. So really quick, now normally I would do this last because, you know, why not? But we'll just kind of take a look at it now. I don't know why I put that on there. Oh god, this computer is insanely slow too. That would be bad. Okay, let's do will it run? What did he really want? He wanted data mine capital and he needs a disk check. So data mine capital. We'll start with these two. We'll do bite back as well. Just to make sure we're doing it all. We don't have to come back here and fuck with it later. And then we'll remove 3D mark. Okay, that's all set up and good to go. We don't need this plugged in anymore. Like I said, I'm not going to mess with it yet because I kind of want to make sure we're good, but it's going to be capital that dictates what's necessary. And it's really straight up video card. He's got the memory. What about data mine? So he needs more storage. Okay, so he needs storage and graphics card. Okay. Well, we'll come back to that. Return to workshop. Oh, that's interesting. I never even thought to see that. Right. Caligoro Trovati. Please, my friend Gary used to work here. Do you know him? Not seen hide nor hair of him for some time. I would very much like to look him up on the web, but I'm having trouble getting online. Might you be able to check the connection? Come to think of it, the folks over at Human Resources might know where Gary went. Could you let me access their system? I expect there's a special application for it. Also, I'm terribly sorry, but I keep getting these messages saying my disk drive needs to be cleaned. I would do it myself, but I don't know what happened last time. Besides, I'm running low on talcum powder. Please add any... it's awfully peculiar about how my friend from work have all disappeared recently. I do hope they're not avoiding me. So, we need to run B-Link. Make sure Bamboozle is installed and working. Kind of a weird request. So two things here. We need to do a disk cleanup. We'll do the bite back as well, because I just rather make sure that there's nothing else that needs to be done. And then we'll put Bamboozled on. And we'll put Will It Run and make sure that we know exactly why it's not running. God, these hard drives are just the slowest fucking things. Do these right now. So he wants... I didn't put in the program. God damn it. Bamboozle HR. He needs a better processor, for the love of God. Okay. Okay. That's done. That's done. So... he's got that crappy ass fucking Pentium, and it's at 1200. Of course it is. But we could throw that in there. Fuck, I didn't put B-Link either. Oh my god. Which really was what I think he wanted. Oh, look at that. Bamboozle HR is installed and working. remove everything else at this point. Not recommended specs, is it? It didn't give us that much money to work with, so I'm assuming we're good. This one would get done right away. Slowly it turns, step by perfidious step. Good. Okay, this one's done. Sweet. Colt Booker, Investigation LT449C, the Honeypot Gambit. I need a new PC powerful enough to tempt the thief out of hiding. According to black market experts, we stand the best chance of succeeding with a Ryzen Threadripper 3990X and a GeForce RTX 3090 Gaming X Trio 24 gig. A high-end power supply might also help charm our sticky-fingered bite burglar at 1,000 watts or higher. Seems to sell well. Once you put the computer together, okay, we got $9,000. I'll set it up at the scene of the crime and conceal myself under another desk. I plan on bringing food, water, and a pack of Security's latest products. Vigilance, the new standard for 24-hour wakefulness. I don't want to know what they means by that. Yes, sir. With just one of these high-tech tablets, I'll be able to watch and wait for as long as it takes. Can't wait to put this plan into action, so get to it. You supply the computer, and I'll supply the justice. So this is probably the best stuff they make. So the Threadripper 3990X or better. So 3990X, that is a STRX at 64 cores. So we actually have some of these motherboards on us. But we don't have the processor, so we'll buy that. Actually, it gives us a chance to get rid of some of this stuff that we can't really seem to use anywhere. And there's one of these that only seem to really work on... Here we go. We can put that guy in there. Motherboard. Do we have a... Pretty sure we have a STRX4. So there we go. And that's an SATX form factor. That's a good one. I know we have some other ones. That's a better one. So yeah, we have the board. They're all EATX or SATX. So the tower we buy has to fit at least one of those. The memory, I don't think he cared about memory so much, but we are going to put some good memory in there. Actually, let's look at the motherboard we want to use, actually. Probably use this guy, the 4666. So... 4600 is going to be where we probably stop. So can we go 4800? So there are more options in here. 9,000. We're already spending 4. So let's put in 32 gigs of memory. The graphics card is incredibly specific. What was it? 3090 Gaming X Trio. Okay, boom. Storage. Get a fast storage. I remember it being a little further down than this. 3250. Boom. Okay, so we need to check a few things. First of all, for cases, we need the graphics card 3090 Trio. is length is 323. So it's 323, and we need 200 for the power supply. 323, 200. That's maybe too short. So height is 160. 160, that's 155. So this is probably our winner right here. S and EATX. So that's our winner there. All right. Now before we finish, we need to go see Captain Stubing here. And we figured, what did he need? Screw it. Visit location offsite, and then we'll get what he needs sorted out and kind of be done with that. Okay, so he needs to run Capital and Data Mine. Data Mine just needs more hard drive space, and so we'll easily accomplish that. It's the Capital. He needs a 2070. Yeah, so he needs a 2070. His machine is not super large either. Okay, let's take out this AMD Vega here. And what does he got for drive? Okay, it's a mechanical drive. So easiest thing to do really for storage is just throw in that. I think this is 283, and we know that fits. So 257, 8 gig, 2080. So why not go with this guy? His budget's pretty good. So that's $1,000. What's his budget? 1,500. So yeah, that'll work. Okay. Let's return to the workshop. Somebody wanted water cooling, didn't they? Yes. So let's get that. All right. Open that, but let's go to Walter and get his going. Because then we'll be done dicking around over there. Now, what else did this dude want? A disk optimizer. I don't think we ran any of this. So we can take off, will it run, bite back, and clean it pro, and this guy's done. See, this wasn't too bad. We'll make 500 off this guy. That I can live with. Let's build this dude's rig. Oh, we have the boat aboard. That's right. I think it's this one. Waiting in there. Pretty much it. Nice. Alright. So this dude's pretty much squared away. We just need to... Nice. So we spent a pretty penny on this. We're not going to make as much money, but it was interesting to see that we could get it all to fit in here pretty well. It says it's missing cables for what? There we go. He'll be happy. Put that on. Oh. Let's go with the clear flexible, shall we? Now, numbnuts wanted red coolant. What else did he want? He wanted the drive re-imaged. Okay. I had data mine, so I want to put that back on. I think we will just to be safe. You know what? We won't. We'll just see what he does. Doesn't say to put it back on. Install the operating system. Alright. Let's see what he says. I'm convinced that we don't need to do anything. But if he complains, we'll know why. Alright. Nice, the water cooler looks amazing. Can't wait to learn how to do it myself. Idiot. Great work. I've set the traps as planned. Now we wait. Please enter. Thank you very much. Now to find my seatbelt and go for a drive on the information superhighway. Yippee! Great job. Hopefully I won't need it. Maybe you could run an optimizer on Ned Morton's brain for me as well. Ha ha ha. Bit of therapist humor. Can I just say you were an idiot? Alright, so these guys are done. We ended up getting rid of some stuff that we have found hard to use at TSRX because we don't actually have a Threadripper that is that higher tier Threadripper. So we got rid of the cooling for that specifically. We got rid of one motherboard for that too. Without having, so we made some money off of that rig. It didn't look like it, but we definitely did to a degree. Because we didn't have to buy it new. We ended up with a video card. Definitely one of the lesser ones. And so, yeah. I mean, I could complain, but it would be rather pointless because we're doing pretty darn good. All of our computers have been sold. We still have one left, but we may as well sit on it for now. I mean, with regards to motherboards, we have a ton of Coffee Lake motherboards. But what we could do is start putting together some Cabby Lakes and some Skylake computers. How many do we actually have? We have a handful of them that need to go. So we have 1, 2, let's see, 3, 4. We have 4. And one really crappy LGA. So we have 4 Skylake Cabby Lake rigs that theoretically we could build, and some of them are very low performance processors. We'll probably want to even keep an eye out for an LGA 1200 just to get rid of that one really crummy power processor. Because yeah, we don't really have, to my knowledge, we don't have a good motherboard for that. We all just have nothing but Coffee Lakes. So hopefully we get another bargain bin coming up that actually will give us something not Coffee Lake, because yeah, at some point here I either got to start buying a bunch of Coffee Lake processors that are really low tier and cheap, or we're gonna have to do something else with regards to that. I don't personally know what we could do, but it's gonna be pretty complicated, but we're hoping for some better motherboard options here. And of course, as you can see, we have another bargain bin day. So let's exploit that. Let's go to cart, same day. So, darn. Yuck. Possible yuck, but I don't think so. That's not that great either. 2080, nice. RX 580. So we have 2 RX 580s, slightly different versions, but they might work together. We have a couple of 1070s and another Vega 56. So if we look at we'll sell the broken stuff. If we look at it, we have 2 Vega 56s. One's an 8 gig though. Actually, technically, they're both 8 gigs. So this sets a precedent, but we can't do anything with it yet. So we're going to wait till the other parts eventually come in. A lot of emails here. Your order's been delayed. Urgent. Haha, I wish I could see your face. That subject line is an example of what we therapists call response manipulation. Bet you opened this email pretty quick, right? Anyway, I'm just writing to say thanks for helping me out my sofa, and I feel much more secure. In my line of work, I deal with so many people with problems. Problem people, I call them, but you and I, we're solution people. All the best. Walter Cooler Saidi. Are they technically a doctor? I don't know. Okay. A lot of messages here. All right. Ira Elster. The marketing and sales confrontation motivation competition has now officially ended. Many thanks to everyone who took part. Sales figures are really something to be proud of. You're all winners, except those who finished in the bottom 20%. The only thing you've won is a chance to explain why we shouldn't fire you. But what's a competition without a real prize? Yes, the all expenses paid trip to Bali for the number one in sales. Well, it was a very close race. So close, in fact, I'm taking the unprecedented step to announcing two winners. Oh God, they both won. Steph Breeze and Brady Weaver. I hope you'll enjoy your trip to Bali together, courtesy of Irritech Corporation. Everyone else, get back to work. Ira T. Elster. See, all of that manipulating and fucking with each other for nothing. For nothing. Okay, so yeah, none of those are there anymore. The Honey in a Pot Gambit was a success, just not quite the way I planned it. Things started out pretty quiet, too quiet. I felt myself getting sleepy. I took a vigilance, whatever, to keep me alert, but I must have packed the wrong pills because next thing I knew it was 14 hours later and the cleaners were trying to vacuum around me. I got up, but it was too late. The computer parts were gone. Then I spotted something. The thief had left behind one crucial piece of evidence, and connecting it to Pat Siegel was a piece of cake. Homemade fruit cake, in fact, made by Pat herself. She must have dropped it as she made her escape with the parts. Now that's what I call crummy luck. Last I heard, the company plans to make an example out of her. She'll be moved to a place where she'll have no power, no friends, and no hope of escape. Yes, she's being promoted to management. It's not a pretty thought, but justice rarely is. Stay safe, Colt Booker. Oh my God. Hi, mate. Just got the audit results. Apparently the problem was that I was fixing people's PCs for free. I was charging everything through the department budget. Your charge plus 5% on top of my consulting referral fee. Pretty standard, right? But apparently it's unethical. So yeah, I've got to take a bit of unpaid leave while they sort things out. But don't worry, I signed up for advanced computer hardware repairs and customization from Shady Fraud Online University to keep myself busy. Apparently I have to pay per minute for the lessons, but that's how you know the course is super high quality and exclusive and stuff. Can't wait to get started. Who knows? Maybe when I come back, I'll be your boss. Haha, but really. Ogyenro. Does that mean he's gone forever? Is he truly gone forever? He's gone. He's gone. He's fucking gone. He has. Oh my goodness, 5 jobs. Oh, wow. Well, that's a first. Five little possible jobs. With that said, guys, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Check out my Twitch out, twitch.tv/for gaming action, because when we come back, our first time we've ever had 5 jobs to do. So we'll have to see how that plays out. So thanks for stopping by, guys, and we'll see you guys next time.